You've probably heard the story of Jesus. This here's Boomer John, best friends with Jesus. That's right, he likes me better than anybody. But he ain't boasting if it's true. I'm just laying it out there. I'm here to tell you about Jesus, because he's like nobody I ever knowed. You may even have done a careful study of the Gospel of John. Now, I don't know about how God works, but this I can tell you. Wherever Jesus went, he spoke truth. Whenever Jesus spoke, folks lit up. Jesus is like a Coleman lantern in your tent on a foggy night. But I guarantee you've never experienced the story of Jesus quite like this. Well, I guess the worst of sins is to claim to be God Almighty. Unless you is, then you're just telling the truth. The incarnation of Jesus was complete. He didn't stoop to become almost human, but with superpowers and super intelligence and the strength to stop a flying bullet. No, sir. Tales from Galilee is a disarmingly human. We all live in the hill country of Galilee County, up north of the big city of Jerusalem. Them city folk don't give us much respect. Slightly irreverent. Now, Thad was a huge man. I mean, the kind of man that could play in the NFL or serve as a bouncer. We come to call that role deacon in the church. Yet surprisingly insightful retelling of the story of Jesus. Well, I suppose you know what happened. On the day of Pentecost, we found out exactly what power from on high looks like. It looks like the end of a propane welding torch sitting on top of your head. In the second place, it sounds just like there's a tornado in the room, only without the windy part. And in the third place, and this is the best part of all us Galilean hillbillies suddenly get to sounding like we got a PhD from summa cum laude place. We're talking in some other language with good grammar and everything. Jesus, he got him a sense of humor still, don't he? You might consider it to be a highly contextualized paraphrase taken to the next level. One day, not long before Jesus had his big coming out party, a wedding invitation come in the mail. It was addressed as follows: Hail Mary, full of grace, and our Father, on the wondrous occasion of... Now hold it right there. Before we go any further, we got to get some things straightened out about his family. After Joe died, Mary went back to using her maiden name, full of grace. Now I know some of you Catholic scholars will say Mary never changed her name in the first place. Doesn't really matter, the name stuck. Can we move on now? Or you might consider it to be an in-depth Bible study. Sometimes I wonder why, considering all that Jesus could do, why he couldn't have kept his poor daddy alive. I mean, for his own sake, or for his mama, whose heart he knowed he would break in just a few years, or for the sake of all them sibs that he had. What I'm saying is, it ain't a lack of power or a lack of caring that causes Jesus to not heal everybody all the time. Sometimes he cries while carrying out his own will. Or you might just enjoy the retelling of some tales. So there's this squad of 16 highly trained Jew-killing soldiers there to guard the tomb of a man what never hurt a flea in his lifetime, all to keep his body from being stole by 11 men who are out there hiding for their lives. Now that'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. But what you will experience is the life-changing story of Jesus of Nazareth as told by his best friend, Boomer John. Because this changes everything.